We left Oaxaca and headed on one of the few flights out of the local airport to Merida. The flight was only an hour and a half and we quite enjoyed our flight with Volaris and would definitely travel with them again. We arrived at Merida airport and got a taxi by prepaying in the airport and headed to our hotel. It was outside of the city centre and is called Camino Real Merida. The only issue we had with the hotel was when we arrived we were told our room wasn't ready, which was fine since we had arrived a bit earlier, so it wasn't unexpected. However, we came back at 3 when check-in was allowed and our room wasn't ready for another hour afterwards. It wasn't a great first impression, but after we'd been given our room card we had no further issues while staying at the hotel. So this is the room we've got when we're staying in Merida. Well, for the first couple of days anyway, just to chill out. So this is the bathroom. It's big and nice. And a nice big shower as well. And then we have like loads of storage space. So there's like a ironing board in here that we're probably not going to use. And a massive wardrobe. Safe. And then this is the bedroom. It's massive. Really nice. So we're going to spend 3 days here just sort of chilling in the hotel, and we'll show you everything that's in it, and then we're going to move to the city centre for 4 days after that. Yeah, it's a really nice view as well, just overlooking everything. On the same floor as our room was the rooftop pool, which was a really relaxing area for us to enjoy the sun during the day. We spent our afternoons after finishing some work usually sitting by the pool and watching the amazing sunsets each night. The best part about the hotel was that it was attached to the City 32 shopping centre. It was a huge open space that had loads to offer in terms of food choice and just to sit and admire the design and decoration in the place. On the second floor was the City 32 food hall, which had different types of eateries varying from Mexican food to burgers to Chinese food. Everything we tried there was really tasty and quite reasonably priced. On the bottom floor was our favourite place to get breakfast, called the Car. It was an amazing French cafe that offered an amazing selection of sweet treats, ranging from croissants that were filled with various different flavours. For example, mango and cream cheese in the red velvet croissant, or a hazelnut pralines chocolate spread inside the Toblerone croissant. There was also a great selection of macarons, all of which were really good when we tried them, although I think our favourite was the fudge one, which tasted really nice and chocolatey. Another restaurant we went to on the bottom floor was Habibi. We enjoyed some of the cocktails they had on offer and went for a late lunch. To start, we shared the avocado hummus, which came with fresh flatbreads, and then we got their lunchtime speciality, which was a chicken shawarma wrap. Everything we tried was really good, although the food was a little bit more expensive when comparing it to the prices in the food hall. moved from Camino Real Merida to a hotel in the city centre called Hotel La Nacional. So this is our room. Then we've moved into the centre of Merida. So here's the bathroom. And then if you carry on through, here's the bedroom. It's a bit smaller than what we were in, but it's still really nice. And then there's just a pool down there, which is pretty small, but just a nice cozy area to sit in. So yeah, we'll spend the next few days actually exploring the centre of Merida and see what we end up doing. It was a good location for us to explore Merida, which was a relatively small city with a large central square. The architecture had a mix of pre-colonial historical buildings and many areas that had been built on top of after the Spanish had discovered Merida and taken over. It was an interesting place to visit and spend a few days exploring. So we've just got up, ready to hit the road today and head to Chichen Itza on a little tour that we booked, which goes to a few other places as well. So we'll film all that and let you know how it goes. The first stop on our tour was Izamal. It was a small city with lots of Mayan history. It had many examples of Mayan structures and buildings mixed with Spanish colonial architecture that was built on top of the pre-existing Mayan foundations. The yellow colours in the buildings is meant to represent corn and life in the culture of Izamal. We visited the pyramid Kinik Kakmo, which you can freely climb to the top of and get great views of the city below. It was very quiet when we visited and was a good way to start the day before heading to our next stop, Chichen Itza. Chichen Itza was the highlight of our trip and really lived up to our expectations. Being one of the 7 wonders of the modern world, we knew it must be a really special place and we weren't let down. The pyramid itself was huge and decorated with such detail that it was hard to believe it was built 1,500 years ago. It was founded by the Maya and at its peak was the most populous city in the Yucatan Peninsula. It even had stadiums in it, including the Great Ball Court. In this historical spot, it was the aim to get a ball through a ring not much smaller than the ball itself, only using their elbows, hips and knees. The winner was the first to get the ball through the hoop, and the captain of the winning team would be sacrificed to the gods as a reward. It was fascinating to learn about many of the historical beliefs and traditions that used to happen here. spent a couple of hours looking around the site before heading to our last location, a cenote called Ickil. Cenotes are large pits or sinkholes that are often quite deep and filled with groundwater that has been exposed from the collapse of the ground beneath it. They were used by the Maya for water sources as well as sacred rituals and even sacrifices. We loved our visit to Ickil, and it was a really nice way to end our day relaxing in the cool water before heading back to Merida for the evening. When we got back, we went to a great restaurant called La Chaya Maya. It did lots of traditional Yucatan food and we enjoyed everything we had there, especially the green juice that had chaya in it. It is most closely compared to spinach, although it grows on trees, and the juice we tried had a really nice flavour to it, and we were really glad we tried it. Overall, we had a great time in Merida, and if you are here, I would definitely suggest looking into doing a day tour of Chichen Itza.